Well, as far as the Rugby League Championship is concerned, a big game on Sunday down at Barrow. It's a county derby. It's Whitehaven who are the visitors to Craven Park. And those two teams, whatever happens on Sunday, they've had what I think has been a successful season. Barrow have been there competing around the top five all the time. And Whitehaven, from being just about written off very early in the season, have come through to virtually be certain of a place in the playoffs. I'm joined today by the Chief Executive of Whitehaven, that's Lee Butterworth. Lee, I think that Whitehaven's performance this season, from where they started, has been quite remarkable.
Yeah, it's a bit of a success story, isn't it? And I think a lot of this has come off the back of James taking over. Obviously, when Muzzer left, he come and see me at the end of one of the games, told me that he just couldn't handle the travelling anymore and he was going. And at that point, my heart sank. I'm quite new to rugby league. I've never had to deal with a head coach leaving. And he said James is happy to take over. At the time, obviously, James didn't have much experience in, he had no experience in the head coach role. And it was one of them where it was like, all right. And the more I talked to James, the more I listened to him, the more I seen him do. The confidence just grew in him. He's got them lads playing for each other. They absolutely love him. They love the environment. I think that makes a massive difference in rugby league.
It was quite a brave decision at the time. Obviously, he'd only been there about 2 or 3 games in charge himself, and then to decide to give him and Neil, an added confidence by a contract was quite brave, really.
Yeah, there's a lot of eyebrows raised. A lot of people saying I didn't know enough about rugby to sort of make that decision, but just talking to James is a natural winner. He's a leader. The stuff that he's doing behind the scenes that people don't see is incredible. He knows where he's going to be at in 2028, like 2 years in advance. He'll end up being one of the best coaches we've ever had at Whitehaven Rugby League.
Yeah, where does he want to be in 2 years' time?
Well, he's picked his team, who he's going to have, and where people are, and it's that succession planning of it is incredible. And I think if you've got a head coach that's passionate about it, he's passionate about Whitehaven, he's passionate about these set of lads, anyone coming into that environment, they're just going to be thriving. The confidence in the camp at the minute is so high. Obviously, we're going against Barrow this Sunday. Barrow are a formidable team. They're a top championship team. They've got some great players in there, but we're confident. Newt has got these lads thinking we could beat anyone on the day.
And of course, you're finishing off with 2 derbies because you played the last of the regular season at Workington Town.
Yeah, 100%. You look at Workington's team on paper, they probably shouldn't be where they're at. But it's like I said to our lads, like that game counts for everything. Even though Workington's where they are in the table, even though we should be in the championships, if we get beat in that game, all the hard work that them lads have put in have just been negated, and their fans will just say we've had easier games and stuff like that. So even where we're finishing, where they're finishing, to me, that's the most important game of the year.
Right. Where you've got this policy of virtually all county, that would be continue to be your policy? I'm talking about players.
Yeah, the policy is, and I set it out in our 5-year plan to start this season. When you look at the best teams that Whitehaven's ever had, it's predominantly locals with a mix of maybe 2 or 3 superstar overseas players. And that's where we want to be eventually.
Yeah, that's right. Now, going back earlier in the season, when Muzzy was in charge, you were in the early stages of the 226 season. You did issue a bit of a warning that if things didn't improve gate wise, you'd be in a bit of trouble. But that seems to have gone out the window now. You're more confident. Results have been good. What about crowds? Have they going nearer where you want? Obviously.
Yeah, obviously more the better down there. I, I think with crowds, I've heard people say, "Oh, it's too expensive at £20," but Northern Competition's done a sponsored day at Workington Town where it was just a fiver to get in.
Mm.
So short of offering it for free, £5 affordable. And I went to watch it thinking, oh, this could be the biggest business model for championship clubs, make it a bit cheaper for people. And I walked in and the crowds weren't any different.
Yeah.
Then heard people say people want a winning team. We've won 8 out of 9. We won 5 in a row. It is growing slightly, but not massively. Last
Yeah.
year, Workington Town were only 1 point away from winning the league. Their crowds didn't grow massively. I just think people's got too much choice. There's that much going on for kids from really young ages. Life's just got too much choices. So it's trying to get people down there, give them a good time, a great game day experience. Obviously, the team winning helps. So I think we had about 826 on Sunday.
Mm.
So it's probably growing 300 since that warning I issued on Facebook.
Yeah.
So everything helps. If we could get up to 1,000, I think that would give us the opportunity to have a really good, strong championship team and be competing at the top.
Yeah. Now you're very much close to a place in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Have you worked at all? Have you looked at all the permutations? What you need to get there?
Yeah, but basically, we can put the destiny in our own hands and beat either Town or Barrow,
Oh
and
yes.
then we
Yeah.
secured it.
Yeah.
If we don't win both of them, either of them games, then Dewsbury have to win all 3 games. They've got Rochdale on Wednesday. Um,
Then a big
50-50
game with
games to
Batley.
beat
A
that.
big game with Batley the next after that.
Big game with Batley. Batley's really good, and then they've got Newcastle, who are really a sort of
Yeah.
Super League
Yeah.
reserve
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
So massive ask from Dewsbury to beat all 3 of them. But let's keep that destiny in our own hands and beat Town or Workington, I think.
Oh, Barrow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Town or Barrow.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of the championship fixtures? People will point to yourselves and Newcastle perhaps and say, well, you've had the easier fixtures. How do you actually fix that, if you know what I mean, in future championships? The programme that clubs have to play.
Yeah, there's always going to be anomalies the way it is. It's they've devised the league in such a way to try and stop blowout fixtures. But obviously, Newcastle were getting tonked by 60, 70 points last year. This year, the York Knights reserves team, and they're sort of tonking everybody else by 60, 70 points.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an anomaly.
Yeah.
Next year, they'll play the harder games. You look at North Wales Crusaders, they've sort of had harder fixtures because they won the league last year, and then they've had financial troubles this year. I think that league structure will work well if the on the field stuff matches the off field stuff. But it's one of them, isn't it? It's like we've done well this year. Are we going to get punished for that next year? I just don't know. We've got a meeting in a few weeks' time with the RFL to sort of look at the structure next year. Is it staying the same? Is stuff going to get changed? There's still a massive gap from top to bottom, and I think it'll take 2 or 3 years maybe to sort of bridge that gap.
Yeah, and get a regular sort of fixture list.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one is? When you were looking for support for the club earlier in the season,
Yeah.
Lee, you were looking for people, not maybe necessarily to put money in, but to provide a skill set for the board, and that has worked for you, hasn't it?
Oh, I've had so many people come and step up for the club. People bringing new business in, people We've got our new squad builder. They've been putting time and effort into the club and bringing a lot of money into the club. We've had obviously Tony Pierce step up as director. His hands-on at the club, and that's what I want. I just want people to provide time and resources rather than money.
Yeah. It would be nice to have a sugar daddy, but they're not around much, are they?
Don't get me wrong. If somebody's got plenty of cash and they want to come and give us some, they'd be welcome with open arms. But for me, people putting that time and effort and giving back to the club, sometimes that's a lot better than people putting money in.
That's right. Now, on Saturday, you staged the Cumbria men's finals, 3 games in one day. That did bring a bit of criticism from the amateur game about taking it to a professional club instead of going to the 3 different, not the ones that were playing, but 3 different venues. But you did a good thing. You introduced a way that those clubs can make a bit of brass through advertising and sponsorship. How did that go?
Yeah, it's down to them clubs to take that opportunity. We offered it. Lauca sold 8 sponsorships, so they got extra £400 into the club. I don't think they would have made that, taking £2-3 off people to come and watch. I don't know, but they've got an extra £400 into the club. All their lads absolutely loved it on the day. It's a bit of more of a sort of big game feel being in a stadium. And to be honest, there was a lot of unknowns about the day and how we were going to run it, but everything seemed to go really well. We had a lot of good feedback. The RFL got a lot of good feedback off the teams. So yeah, I think we were buzzing as a club to host it. It shows that we're building back them relationships with the RFL. And other stakeholders as well.
What was it? Did you know how many people were there on the day? Was that not announced?
Yeah, there's around 900 and something. Through obviously over the course of the day.
Yeah.
A lot of people just come and support the club and go home, but there was a lot that come for all 3 games.
Yeah. Right, and on back to Sunday, when you did a presentation at half-time, an announcement of the signing of Ellison Holgate, that would go down particularly well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the fans all applauded. Ellison's a massive part of our team. Not only is a fantastic player, he who adds excitement to the games, is a cracking lad off the pitch as well. All the players love him. So to retain him for the next 2 years, I've got a couple of offers. I think when I put that post out asking for people to come and help, clubs seeing that as a bit of an opportunity to try and get him. I had a few offers for him. Out of openness and transparency, I told Ellison. He said he doesn't want to go anywhere, and I said I wouldn't want to sell him for £1 million. He's a great lad. And what sort of message does that sell?
Yeah, very good.
We sell one of our best players to get some money to buy some tables for the club or something. There's absolutely no chance. So the fact that he's with us for the next 2 years, great for the club.
The fact that he wanted to stay at Whitehaven despite the offers, that's
he's a Whitehaven lad. He absolutely loves it down here. There's such a buzz down there now that they all want to be part of it.
Well, when can we expect any more announcements on player recruitment, Lee?
We're hoping for a massive announcement. Probably the day before the town game, which fans will be really pleased about. We've been doing a lot of retention of players because ultimately we want to keep what we've got and bring some experience in. There's players coming from other clubs, so out of respect for them players, we'll be waiting until the season's finished. They've had the presentation dues with the clubs, and then we'll sort of start announcing them ones. But we'll keep our retention. We'll be announcing them like week to week. But big announcement coming up next Saturday, and then we'll probably introduce all the new players from new clubs at our presentation night or something on the 18th of September.
Very good. Finally, you mentioned very early in our conversation there that you were new to rugby league, new to the game. Where does your own sporting? I know you're a gym owner, of course, but where does your background in sport did it start?
Well, I played from an early age. Well, it was under 11s when back in the day there wasn't anything earlier than that. Played for Egremont Rugby League to start with.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Wathbrow, then went to Flimby. Played for Whitehaven Academy in 1996, which is probably a long time ago now, isn't it?
It sounds it.
Yeah. And I've always loved rugby league. Sort of got into following Whitehaven properly, probably 2019, 2018,
Yeah.
regularly. And then obviously I was asked to come into the club in 2025 to help with the S&C.
Mm-hmm.
Started that, then started helping with the social media, and then I pretty much started sort of helping with the sort of business side of things, and then obviously took over as CEO in October-ish last year.
And I suppose the inevitable final question: how are you enjoying it?
It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
I bet.
It's a thankless job. It's so hard. Rugby league in general, it's struggling.
Mm-hmm.
I think the club's been like left to sort of deteriorate for a while, so everything needs done, replaced, refurb. So it's trying to grow the club on the field as well as do all the little stuff that nobody sort of notices and sees, like the electrics, make them safe and improve them, where it's a big on cost. No one's going to come down on a game day and say, well, electrics look safe and electrics look good. Yeah, it's 10 grand, where probably a good player for a year if we spent that. So it's trying to find a balance of getting the club to where it needs to be, improving the team, keeping everybody happy, which is hard.
Very hard.
But yeah, it is literally the hardest thing I've ever done. But we've got a really good team helping down there now. We've got a lot of people providing support behind the scenes that people don't see. A lot of good volunteers, a lot of good staff. Our players are fantastic. Coach and staff are brilliant. So there's a buzz about the club. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody's loving it. So that makes it worthwhile. Where you see the comments on Facebook and they become nice, where people's buzzing, they love the club, they can see the improvements on the field. That's what makes it worthwhile.
Lee, enjoyed your conversation. Thanks very, very much, and all the very best for the rest of the season.
Thanks very much for getting me on.